Hey, today I'm going to show you the solution to a broken health insurance system that, if you're like most people, is draining your finances and not giving you much in return. If you're listening to this, you're probably fed up. You're probably done throwing away a bunch of money on your health insurance only to find that it barely covers anything because you haven't met your deductible or your doctor doesn't accept that network. Maybe you're just wanting doctor visits, prescriptions, and small stuff covered and they're not paid for on your plan. Maybe you're just needing a cheaper monthly payment. Do you ever wonder why you're paying so much for health coverage if it doesn't actually cover what you need it to? What if it did? What if I could show you how to get your health benefits to pay for everything in most cases and still save you a bunch of money? My name is Zach Masters. I'm a health insurance agent, broker licensed in over 28 states, and I help families like yours across the nation create a solution for your health benefits that you love, in most cases eliminating all of your out-of-pocket medical expenses so that your benefits pay for everything. And usually, it even lowers your monthly payment. And I do that by showing you how to break out of the health insurance system and create for yourself a completely different way of doing health benefits so that you're actually building value in your benefits rather than just renting them from an insurance company and throwing away your money if you don't use them by the end of the year. But it hasn't always been this way. A number of years ago when I first started, I was offering my clients the best options available, just like every other broker out there, and the biggest insurance names and networks. But no matter how hard I tried to create packages that covered them for as many scenarios as possible, there were always major gaps in their coverage, and my clients just needed something that they could rely on to protect their families from any situation that they might encounter, right? Like that's what insurance is for. You're saying, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, so I need you to protect me from the big stuff that might take me out. Well, eventually, my clients started calling me up, sometimes 6 months later, sometimes a few years later, and saying, I had this happen and my insurance isn't paying for it. Can you find me something else? Or, they only paid $57 of my $3,000 bill. Or my primary doctor isn't accepting this network anymore, but my specialist still does, and I need both. What do I do now? Well, finally, I got the call that no good agent ever wants. A client of mine in his 50s who is super healthy. I did not expect this call to come from him. He called me up and he told me he had cancer. Now, I had 3 other people on that exact plan that year get cancer, and they were pretty well covered. They just paid their deductible and the rest got paid for. The big problem in this situation was that he called me 3 weeks before his plan was expiring, and they refused to renew his coverage, so he was going to have to pay for the bulk of his cancer treatment himself. Well, I felt like such a failure because it's my job to protect these people that I care about who are my clients, and I failed to protect him from the worst case scenario. Since that day, I started searching and praying for a better option. There had to be some way of creating a solution to this broken healthcare situation. My breakthrough came when I realized that health insurance isn't actually like any other insurance out there. Every other type of insurance protects you against the big stuff and leaves the maintenance to you. Your car insurance doesn't cover your oil changes, but not health insurance. In health insurance, there's a component that protects you against the big stuff, the hospitalization, catastrophic part. But a good portion of the cost is really just for nickel and dime stuff like prepaid doctor visits or other things that you may or may not use. And what I noticed over the years was that my clients were almost always paying more, sometimes a lot more, for the prepaid portion than they were using each year. So naturally, I just started offering my clients catastrophic hospitalization only plans. And they were always super grateful because I'd often save them anywhere from $200 to over $1,000 a month and still protect their families from the big stuff. And then they could just pay cash for the few doctor visits that they used each year. Now, I wasn't making as much money, but I was happy because I knew that my clients would be with me forever and give me lots of referrals because I saved them so much money and still protected them. And that's what happened. And that seemed like a pretty good option for a while, and it still is a great option for a lot of people. But when that big event happened in their lives, they never seemed prepared to come up with a big deductible, and it was always still leaving them in a really hard place. Now, they were much better off than they were before, and they would have had to come up with a large deductible in any case. But no matter, no one was taking that extra money I saved them and putting it away so that they'd be prepared for the day when they actually needed it. Fast forward a few years, here's the solution. I finally figured out how to pay for the nickel and dime stuff, copays, labs, and protect my clients from large deductibles while still giving them a lower monthly payment, sometimes a lot lower. Well, my clients love it. And I love it because I feel confident knowing I provide the best value and protection available. Now my customers enjoy peace of mind knowing that they're protected against almost anything that life can throw at their health, including the stress of paying a huge deductible. And they love the fact that they pay less per month and have more to show for it with very few limitations on where they can use their benefits or what they can use them for. Let me show you one example of how I do that. Imagine you put a portion of your monthly payment into a specific account, and that specific account matched you for every dollar that you put in. Just a little bit at first for 10% a month, 20% a month, 30% a month. But then as your account grows, the matching increases up to $2 and even $3 for every dollar that you put in. And no, this isn't a health savings account or a flex spending account. Those can be useful in certain situations, but they have a number of really significant limitations. This matching account is something completely different, and your account balance carries over from year to year to year, so you can even carry this into retirement with you. And you can use that money at any time for any medical expenses. Prescriptions, doctor visits, LASIK, elective or cosmetic surgery, fertility treatments or pregnancy, dental, vision, labs, colonoscopies, any medical expense that isn't paid for by your health benefits. You couple that with a low-cost, high-deductible health plan that covers you for the big stuff, the catastrophic hospitalization, and you have complete protection with a very reasonable price tag. And in many cases, no out-of-pocket medical expenses because it pays for everything. Seem too good to be true? It's a completely different way of looking at and paying for your health care. Well, that matching account exists. And it's not just available to a select few. You don't need low income or perfect health to qualify. You just have to be willing to look at your health coverage or your health benefits differently. Imagine waking up in the morning and instead of fumbling around for your glasses, you open your eyes and you can see with perfect clarity because you just got LASIK surgery done and it was 100% paid for. Or imagine being able to go to your chiropractor or whatever treatment you want because you believe that it's the best for your health and not because someone else signed off saying it was medically necessary. What if even that was 100% paid for? What if almost every doctor and hospital in the US accepted your health benefits? So you never have to worry about being out of network or whether or not your treatment is going to be covered. What if you got to the end of the year and realized that you haven't spent a single dollar out of pocket for medical expenses because your health benefits paid for everything? Imagine how amazing that would feel, being free from the stress of ever having to worry about coming up with copays or a $5,000 or $8,000 deductible because you're building value in your medical benefits now and it doesn't go away at the end of the year. That's what your health benefits could look like. Many families have that right now. It's so simple and easy. You just go in, you get treated, you swipe your card, and it's paid for in full. No more waiting 3 months for hospital bills to come in the mail, only to find out that it wasn't covered and you've already been sent to collections. If you understand the value of owning and building equity in your home versus renting and throwing away your money, you'll get this concept. You are, in essence, building equity in your health benefits, and one of the best parts is that you can use them at any doctor or hospital that accepts cash, which is almost everywhere, for almost any kind of medical treatment that you want. This is what health benefits should be. So, who's this not for? If you have major pre-existing conditions, really expensive medications, or other medical needs that you need consistent, expensive treatment for, this may not be for you. If you go to the doctor more than 12 times a year or consistently meet your deductible, your high deductible every year, year after year after year, if you use health benefits a lot, this may not be for you. But if your family doesn't use health coverage a lot, but you want it to pay for everything when you do need it, this is perfect for you. If you want to be able to go to any doctor or hospital without being told your insurance is out of network or you're not covered for that treatment, this is perfect for you. If you want to build equity in your health benefits like you do in your home, this is perfect for you. If you just simply want to save money on your biggest monthly expense and you're ready for a permanent solution to your payment going up every year and your benefits going down every year, this is perfect for you. If you're ready for the solution to decreasing benefits and rising health insurance costs, click below, provide some basic information so I know how to help you best, and then schedule a free, no risk, no pressure, personal consultation. Should take about 30 minutes depending on how many questions you have, just to see what this would look like for your family and your exact situation. If you're on the fence and not sure if this would work for you, just set up a time to talk and we can figure that out together. If you're spending over $800 a month on healthcare, I guarantee this will be worth your time. Even if we don't do business together, you'll get some great advice and direction on where you need to be next. Because I recognize this isn't for everyone. And if that's the case with you, that's okay. I'll be 100% upfront and suggest the best route to take. But if you're a good fit, I'm so confident that you'll have the most comprehensive benefits in the U.S. for the price that you're spending. I'll make sure that your money is refunded immediately if you find something better within 30 days. So all the risk is gone. So please, take a few minutes to see how good your health benefits can get. This right now is the only solution that I've found that allows you to use almost any doctor or hospital. So especially if you know somebody that lives in rural America, they need this. It allows you to build value in your benefits, like equity in your home, and it has the least number of limitations or exclusions on what it will pay for and the most comprehensive benefit solution available, bar none. If you delay, you may never see this ad again, and you'll have thrown away your chance to get the best protection for your family and lower your stress, your financial stress for good. So fill out your info, set up a time to chat. Let's get you health benefits that you love and that you can actually depend on again. Thanks.